dealing with disappointment can suck. Like, nobody likes to be disappointed. And, you're disappointed with whatever the outcome is, doesn't meet the expectations that you have for the situation. But let's keep it a buck, Now you're not going to get every opportunity. You're not going to get every promotion. You're not going to get every job you apply for, every gig or whatever, or a relationship isn't going to go the way you expected. Disappointment is just a part of life. So, here's a few ways that you can deal with disappointment in a healthy and constructive way. So, baby, I had an opportunity that didn't go the way I expected recently, and the first thing I did, one thing I was like, all right, cool, I'm not throwing myself a pity party. So that's first. Don't be throwing yourself a pity party. Two, I had to acknowledge that I was disappointed, because at first I was trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm like, no, I'm disappointed. So that's the first thing. You have to be emotionally mature enough, which I heard a pastor say this morning, to acknowledge how you feel. This disappointed me. This hurt me, right? And that was the first thing I had to do. Another thing, yesterday I had to take a beat. And that's okay. Sometimes you got to take a beat, and whether that's walk away, do something that has nothing to do with the situation, rest, which I'll get to in a second. So what I did yesterday, and I was in my bed at 8 o'clock, and this daylight savings is not helping. And I was watching a movie that had nothing to do with anything. And I just needed to zone out for a bit and just, relax. And after that, I went into prayer. And my prayer was really a conversation with God when I was honest. And I tell you, be honest with yourself and be honest with God. God already knows how you feel anyway. And I'm like, God, this is disappointing. I thought, this was going to go this way. And in that moment, I also too had to reflect on all the opportunities that didn't go the way I expected them to, and how there was always God working. It was always working together in my gut. It was always working for my behalf. So I was like, you know what, Lord, I trust you, and I'm casting my care onto you. Like, I'm letting go. I'm letting go of being worried, trying to be in control. And that's something I say to you is let go. If you're trying to be in control, worry. I'm like, God, you got it. And what's most important, you're my Father, and you love me, and you always have my best interests at heart. And it is your will that I prosper and I flourish. And I left it at that. And guess what I did? I went to sleep. So that's another thing. Get some rest. Do something that's just go to sleep, knock out, and not in a way that you're dismissing the situation, but acknowledging the situation and responding to it in a healthy way. And guess what? I woke up refreshed. And when I woke up, I said, all right, what do I have access to? How can I make the most of what I do have? So focus on what you do have. And I'm like, all right, boom, I'm going to do this for this client. I'm going to go this, I'm going to do this. And it's like making the most of the opportunities that you do have in front of you. How can you, like I said, maximize and optimize, not necessarily go harder, because I believe in the blessings of the Lord making me rich and adding no sorrow to it. And that's Proverbs 16:22. Read your Bible. Sometimes it's not always about toiling or going harder, but not making a decision to yourself that I'm going to move forward with excellence. And what can this experience teach me? And what can that experience teach you? And I'm like, you know what? Normally I wouldn't check for an opportunity like this, but this is something that now, God, you put it in front of me. You know what? I think I'm going to add opportunities like this into my repertoire, into my scope of work, and the things that I want to start pursuing. So now I can position myself to start doing those type of things. And how can I really develop those, my career, my dreams, and my goals? So that's another thing. Sit back and reflect on what you can learn from that opportunity, where you went wrong, what you did well, what you could do better this time, or what you want to do, or even eliminate moving forward. And then finally, I was grateful. I had a meeting with my team, and I was just like, listen, I was just expressing my gratitude for them, and just woke up this morning praising and thanking God for the things I do have, and all the things that, it couldn't always be worse. So stay focusing on an attitude with gratitude. I know this video is a little long, but I hope that this is encouraging to someone. Listen, disappointment is part of it. Get yourself back up, you know what I'm saying, and keep pushing forward, with excellence.